Rich Viper Media is back again, and today we present you with a video of 5 reasons why you shouldn't wrap your car. Reason number 1 is paint damage. If your car is painted poorly, once you're taking out the wrap, it's gonna take out the paint with it. Which in my case, my paint was really bad. That's why I kind of wrapped it, and when I was trying to move the wrap around, the paint was peeling already. So that's one of the things you shouldn't do. And after some time, like 5 years down the line, when you need to take off the wrap, even your paint is good, like the wrap might peel off your clear coat, and that's your body damage forever. Like, do nothing about it. You have to respray the whole car or apply another wrap, of course. And the other thing is as well, any rock chips, like if it goes inside your wrap, like it busts your wrap open and it hits the body and it might start rusting underneath, you won't even see it until you actually take off the wrap. So you might take off the wrap and there might be like crazy rust, and hopefully that doesn't happen. Point 2, the wrap gets old, you change the color. After a while, if it's sitting in the sun all the time, it's gonna fade away, it's not gonna be shiny anymore, and you can't buff it out or nothing like that. So if you store it in correct place, you will have no problem, but usually people keep the cars outside. The car could be only like this for the short time look. If it gets damaged very fast or the color fades away, maybe, or if it's applied like really badly, if the wrap is poor or something, it could take like up to like 3 months and the wrap could go to shit. Point 3, if you get incorrect wrap, if you get, let's say, cheap wrap, you can get wraps from 200 to like 800 euros or something per roll. And if you get like a cheap one for 200 or something, it's not gonna stretch well, it's not gonna heat well, it's gonna be a disaster to wrap the car. So like, you wanna get a quality wrap in order to do that. And if you get a cheap one, you might stretch it, and then over time when it gets cold, it's gonna shrink back, it's gonna go to original place, and then it's gonna like damage the whole thing. Like, the wrap is gonna go for nothing. It's on the wrapper, whoever wrapping your car, if he's experienced or not. Like, I done it myself, and like, yeah, it was tough. Like, I would recommend to bring it to someone in a garage where it's good conditions, because like outside it's nearly impossible to do it, because there's wind, there's weather changes, there's rain, and that all affects your car wrap quality at the end. Like, so it's not gonna stick as well if it's windy, let's say, or rainy and moisturized and all that. And also the way you heat in the wrap and everything. If you don't know what you're doing and you overheat the wrap or understretch the wrap or don't heat it enough, it's not gonna stick as good as it's supposed to. Point 4, attention. Like, all the attention you get from it. Like, you can get positive attention, you can get negative attention. So let's say police, they're always gonna look at you, they're always gonna check you, and if you have any modifications or anything, they're always gonna be after you. So you don't want that kind of attention. Plus people and jealousy, and when they look at your car, they're jealous of your car, they might want to damage it or do something to it. Like, obviously there's good people that will, take a picture, whatever, but there's always the bad people. And also the thieves. The car might be only cheap, like, it's only E46, but with the wrap it looks way more expensive than it should be. And they might be looking for you, they might chase you, down to the house and look where you live and see if they can steal the car because it looks pricey, even though it's not. But like, you have to be always careful. Part 5, damaged body parts. Like, if you damage your bumper, let's say, you have to rewrap the whole bumper. You can't just patch it up. Like, you can, but it's gonna look goofy as shit. So you wanna really redo the whole bumper. Like, if you hit the side of the fender or something, like, you have to do the whole side with the roof and everything, like, and that could be expensive. Like, and also to get the wrap again, you might be out of stock, you don't know where to get it. So like, when you wrap a car, you really want to buy 2 sets of rolls just in case, to re-wrap the stuff. The costs as well. Like, if you damage a bumper, let's say, you have to get the whole bumper done again, so that's like 200-300 euros for the wrap. Because if you buy just a bit of it, you have to overpay like mad. And then if the car was just painted, you can always just patch her up, spray paint on the little corner, and that's it. That would be fixed. So the cost is another big deal about it. That's the 5 points of the car why you shouldn't wrap the car. And in my own experience, like, I did it by myself, outside, no garage, nothing, and the weather was really bad. Like, I had to wrap one piece and then go home, and then come out the next day, wrap another piece maybe. Like, it was always in and out, in and out, in and out. So it took me like a month to wrap it, whereas normally it would take like 2 to 3 days. So when the rain came in, some parts I had to rush. So I don't know if they're gonna peel back, hopefully not, but they might. The paint job was really bad, so some of the wrap, when I was pulling back, it would take off a bit of the paint with it, so I had to go back, take out the little chips of paint and wrap it over it, and all that stuff. Like, so it was quite a hard job, yeah. And that's it. That's a wrap for today. Rich Viper Media.
Oh my God, you know what I want. You heart. Come to me and slow for me too.